Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to Elle's Temple. If you chose Chakra 6 or the Amethyst crystal, this is going to be your reading for the third eye chakra. So beautiful souls, oh my goodness, you've got so many cards. There's a lot of energies going on here, so I'm going to try my best to get through this in the 20 minutes that I have, but we'll see how we go. This might end up being slightly longer, just to give you a heads up. Anyway, the first thing that I got through for you is that you're possibly going through a bit of an awakening at the moment in terms of your third eye, and like there's some ancient knowledge and wisdom that's very connected with the goddess that's trying to come through. Lady of the Lake is all about the goddess. It's all about the time in Avalon before the whole Christianity and everything took over. And the Lady of the Lake was the sort of ethereal goddess presence that presided over the goddess worship, over the divine feminine worship before it was like essentially wiped out by the Christians. And her counterpart was Merlin, which is, there's this sort of Wiccan high priestess and like druidic priest or wizardy energy with Merlin, and they're like divine counterparts. So to give you some hope, if you've been trying to manifest in a relationship and haven't had any luck as yet, there is absolutely I am seeing for many of you a divine counterpart relationship on the cards that's going to come through, and there's, I mean, with this like triple moon here, there's a lot of an instinct. It's like you'll know who they are, you'll get clarity on it, you'll get this sort of ancient knowledge and ancient wisdom and ancient remembrance coming through. You'll have a bit of a third eye opening or third eye awakening if you haven't already, and there's ways you can do that if you're wanting to kind of balance out that chakra and speed up your manifestations. My sense is you certainly can, because we've also got the creator archetype here, and the creator is all about like you create your reality, you like paint, if you like, your reality into being, or speak your reality into being, or think your reality into being. So whatever you believe and whatever you think will be what happens. So if you feel like that's not true, or I can't meet my soulmate or my divine counterpart or mirror soul or whatever it might be, then that will be what you'll keep creating, and that will be what you keep seeing. But with this like creator visualization, Merlin wizardy energy of like, you can it's like a magician energy as well. It's like you can manifest what you want through visualization, by even say scripting or affirming into being, by tapping into like your inner instincts. Like what are your deeper instincts telling you? The more you can balance out your third eye chakra and tap into that inner knowing that knows that you're powerful and knows intuitively where to send you with intuitive nudges and synchronicities and serendipities and things like that, like little nudges that you might get to go places or do things that will lead you to your heart's desire. Essentially, that will lead you to what you want. And I'm also being guided to say, because you've got a triple message of dreams, in fact almost a quadruple message about dreams. So dreams are big for you. Now this could mean that you and your soul counterpart, because we have this counterpart energy here, well, first of all, I was just going to say, I feel like you were connected in past lives, like you both had some sort of a priestess, high priest sort of a roles there or something like that, and you're fated to come into connection again in this lifetime, but also I feel like because your souls are connected in that sense, because you've got this ancient knowledge, as in you know who they are, you know who you are, on a deep level. You've got this connection with your divine feminine self, with your goddess self. You are probably already, if you're not aware of it, you're connecting with your other half, if you like. And I don't really like that phrase, but I'm just being guided to say that because of this magical dreaming. We're seeing half a face there, and then this sort of essence on the other side, and it's like that's your person that you're connecting with. And at the moment, they're not physically in the 3D space yet. They're not. You've not, obviously, if you're guided to this reading, they probably haven't manifested yet. Or maybe they have, but you're not in a relationship with them or something. But it's like you've got the sense of them. You've got an instinct of them or an essence of them. You kind of know their soul. You sort of know them on a soul level. And they're coming to you through your dreams. And you're connecting with them on your dream level. Now, I'm guided to say this might not look like what you think it does. So you might be connecting with, for example, say you might be dreaming about maybe celebrities or something like that, but like different kinds of celebrities or just different people, but there's some kind of a thread that runs through all of the different people that you're dreaming about. Like their faces might look slightly different. They might be all roughly a similar look, like they might have a similar aesthetic, like be sort of, say, I don't know, dark and handsome, for example, but or whatever it might be, whatever floats your boat. But that's how your person's soul will come to you, so you recognize them, in the sense that their soul essence will be behind these kind of different faces that you dream about, but you'll feel them and who they really are consistently, and you might be dreaming about them quite a bit because there's just so much dream energy here. And the river is all about, it's like about reflecting, letting go of things so that you can have like the clear, like when the river is peaceful and you've got that clear, almost like a mirror. This is like a shard of a mirror on top of the river, which is to do with like having something mirrored back to you. So I mentioned about a counterpart thing, and I think I said something like soulmate / mirror soul. So you could well be attracting in this mirror soul, but there's like sort of things that you maybe need to let go of, which you might be already processing through your dreamscape anyway, through your psyche. You might be letting go of things through magical dreaming. There could be some healing as part of your dreams anyway, and you're letting go of things in order to, it's interesting, there's a lot of green here, which is actually heart chakra, and pink, which is also heart chakra. So, and this horse is symbolic of a journey, and with the river, it's all about, sort of having something reflected back to you and having like your true essence reflected back. But there's also just a lot of purple around the outside, so it's very spiritual. Horses are very spiritual as well, so that it's like you're going to be taken on a lot of very spiritual journeys in your dreamscape, and that will like lead you on a journey to your mirror soul, to your counterpart, and they'll be the ones who reflect back to you who you truly are, that you're this lady of the lake person, or you have this lady of the lake power, this ancient knowledge and this inner instinct that's going to be waking up in you. And when it does, and when you really tap into that and balance that out and honor your third eye and your instinct and your intuition and your wisdom and your divine knowing and all of that, when you really honor that divine feminine power, that's when well, I'm just hearing that's when you'll get your dreams, baby. That's when this person that you're having this soul counterpart, your mirror soul that you're having, that you can't quite see yet. You're not seeing them physically. I don't feel like you're necessarily, you might have met them, but I don't necessarily feel like if you have, you're not really in a relationship or anything yet. Because it's like this ethereal essence at the moment. But it's like the more you dream about it, the more you connect in with it, and the more you visualize it into being, know it into being, create it into being by like speaking it. I'm just seeing you doing, say, vision boards, affirmations, yes, sort of scripting, even drawing your person, even like doing a sort of intuitive drawing, you might draw, draw what you want, draw the sort of intuitions you're getting about the kind of relationship you would like, and the kind of nudges that you're getting, this sort of ancient knowledge. Because when you're really tapped into that and you're honoring all of this, you'll get this clarity here with this, and I'm sensing also to say that clear quartz could be very useful for you as well as amethyst, for clearing your third eye, because it will clear any illusions away, or any fog or confusion about, maybe you're already quite tapped in. I sense my sixth chakra pile, like you could well be quite tapped in, but you might have a lot of I'm hearing like wrong counterpart energy around you. So there may be a necessity to come into a bit of clarity around who, around who you really are, and who your person is. And you can ask the goddess before you go to sleep to send you signs in your dreams. So here we've got mugwort and between dreams. So mugwort might be a plant essence or essential oil or something to look into that could be quite valuable for having magical dreams and being able to connect with this person or this part of you in dream time. But I feel like you're going to get lots of symbols and signs between dreams, in the sense that like it's like, there's a dream catcher here. So it's like if you can start, maybe even I'm hearing like start a dream journal. If you can start a dream journal and start writing down the signs you get, because the goddess will give you signs about, what you need to do, where you need to go, who the type of person you need to be to like attract in your soul counterpart, and to have some clarity on what that is, or anything else you need to heal, anything else you need to clear, or like almost like claim. Like there might be a sense of an aspect of yourself, like a soul fragment part of you that you need to call back in and like claim it for yourself. Like even like as part of this creator process, this is sort of talking about take your creative power back. You don't have to just wait for you don't have to passively wait for the universe to bring you something. You can create your life the way you want it to look. You can visualize it into being. This is such a gorgeous card with all the colors and this like, so it's very kind of almost psychedelic. And there's this eye in the middle. So it's like, do some visualization meditations or some visualization exercises, to start visualizing the type of relationship or the type of who you would be. I feel like more importantly than just focusing on the other person, but who you would be, what is the version of you that's going to attract in your soul counterpart, if that's what you really want. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want to, maybe you're I'm picking up on a couple of different things for which won't resonate for everyone, but for some of you it might be that there's been a bit of confusion lately, because with this clarity card here and a need to sort of find clarity, it's almost like there's been some kind of confusion, or like you've been a bit attached to perhaps another person that maybe hasn't worked out and might have been quite sad for you even, or and you felt a bit confused about it because you kind of thought that was like your person or something, or maybe even a reader told you, yeah, like that's your person, or that's your twin flame, or that's your soulmate or something, and then it sort of didn't work, and you're like, well, what happened there? And it's because there's a bit of it's like there's a veil over your third eye, so you definitely need to do some clearing. So clear quartz, even like holding clear quartz crystal over your third eye, or imagining a clear quartz crystal over your third eye, doing a third eye meditation. There's plenty on YouTube, or listening to music that helps balance and open your third eye, any of those kind of things. Lavender is another good one. Lavender essential oil, going to sleep with that in a oil diffuser if you've got one that can just do that naturally overnight, or just having it, you can even drop a few drops into, like, I've got a little oil burner here, that's just burning away with some, I've got like an oracle oil in at the moment, but even if you just drop a few drops of lavender oil in that, or in your bath or something, that will very much open up and clear out your third eye, clear out any confusion, bring you some clarity, bring you some wisdom, because we've got clarity and ancient knowledge. So it's like, and there's this sort of very much like a triple goddess, or this goddess person sitting by the moon. So maybe full moon could be significant for you. It could be a good idea to do some kind of third eye ritual or something, or connecting with connecting with the goddess, connecting with your dreams, doing some kind of visualization or a manifestation board or something like that around the full moon. That could be useful for you. And again, we've got, it looks like, it looks a little bit like a clear quartz wand that's hanging off this dream catcher as well. So definitely I sense maybe doing some kind of journaling, both to sort of intuitively start journaling around like what you're wanting to call in, like get really clear on who you need to be to attract in your counterpart, and what type of counterpart what you want, what qualities you want to look for in your counterpart. And you can take, you can cherry pick, like you can take things from previous relationships. Like if you were in a connection and you were a bit confused about it, what things, where would you like some clarity? What bits do you need to let go of? What connections do you need to let go of to call in this, this beautiful soul counterpart person? And you'll get signs, in your dreams. You'll definitely get signs. You'll get you probably already are, in fact, but you might just not be conscious of it, but you're probably already dreaming of them. I feel like for many of you, you've connected with your soul counterpart in the dream space. Like your 4 5D souls are already, like, they're already talking, they're already meeting, they're already connecting when you're asleep. And so when you meet them, you'll be clear on who it is. Like you'll have clarity for sure. You'll know, oh yeah, I recognize you. You're the person from my dream. See, these two are facing each other, Merlin and Lady of the Lake, and there's clarity in between. So when it's the right person, you'll know. I sense for some of you, I'm just getting a message that some of you might be watching like a lot of readings online about like, and don't get me wrong, we've all been there, around like what, interesting. My candle just went out in my oil burner and there's just a lot of smoke. So it's like smoke and mirrors. It's like you've had this veil over your third eye, or this veil over your intuition and your instinct and your ancient knowing, or your inner knowing. And you've been externalizing, finding wisdom from perhaps these other sources and being like, is this my soulmate? Is this my soulmate? And doing all these readings of like, or maybe if not readings, like you've just externally, maybe you're even just like asking lots of friends, like, well, what did you think of this guy or this girl? Like, did you like them? Or did you think they liked me? Or, that sort of energy of externalizing your wisdom and not really going with your instinct of like, hold on a minute, when it's really the right person, if it's my real soulmate, like, you know, and they know. There's not this sort of wishy-washy energy, or like, oh, is it them? Maybe it's not them, or like, oh, well, a tarot reader said it was them, or my friend said they thought it was them, but actually now they're not being very committed, or now they're, like, I don't know about them anymore, or something. You just won't have that with a true mirror soul, a true counterpart. You'll just know. There'll just be this clear knowing, clear cognizance, clear knowing, And you've got that within you for sure. You wouldn't be drawn to that. It's just that there's been a bit of a veil over it up till now, but it's just divine timing. It's all good. It's not to, absolutely not to knock anything you've been doing. That was part of the journey. You know, the river is the journey. The river is like you go down a river in your life, you know, and you get pulled into little parts of the river. Oh, I'm going to meander off this. We you know, the river bends and twists and splits into two, and oh, I might go off this bit, but then you'll come back to the main part of the river at some point and join up with your like counterpart. Like their river's going this way, you're sort of going this way, and then eventually you'll merge, and this will come out, and the Lady of the Lake and Merlin will come together, like these two counterparts here. You know, there just won't be any separation between them anymore, but there's just a need to really tune in, you know, to yourself, not other people. I mean, I know you're listening to me now, so it's kind of ironic that I'm saying that, but after this reading, of course, tune into other people. Tune into your dream. You know, your dreams will tell you, your intuition will tell you, the goddess will tell you, your journal will tell you. If you start tuning into your, you know, into your own, you know, stream of consciousness writing, those are all things you can do to open up your third eye, you know. And all these tips, all these sort of little wee things, they might seem quite trite, but you add them up over time. They've worked for me, they've worked for many of my clients that I've shared little things like that with. It's little day-to-day consistent efforts, you know, consistently visualize, consistently working with the moon to manifest, consistently creating the life and trusting your own thoughts and beliefs to create what you want to create. You know, that works. It does create, you can manifest what you want. Okay, I'm being guided to stop lecturing. I'm so sorry. And to finish this up, so I hope that resonated. If you do need any support with balancing your third eye chakra or any chakra or healing, please feel free to check out my website, ellstemple.com. Link is below. If this reading resonated, please leave a comment. I really love to hear from you. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. It just helps the algorithm send it around to other people that could benefit from this. As I mentioned in the introduction, all the cards have been infused with the healing energy of the crystal associated. So you would have received a third eye balancing, third eye chakra balancing and healing anyway. So drink plenty of water this afternoon. It's nothing to worry about or anything. It's just if it's something that your soul intentionally, consciously chooses to accept and heal, it will just feel very calming and lovely and peaceful for you. So that's all, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining the Elle's Temple community. All my love.